Welcome, luxury enthusiasts, to the Luxury Travelers Podcast, hosted by Rodney George. The ultimate passport to opulent destinations, extravagant experiences, and unparalleled indulgence. Whether one is a seasoned jet setter or daydreaming of the next lavish getaway, the Luxury Travelers Podcast has it all covered. So buckle up and prepare for a journey into the lap of luxury. Now, your host.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it might be when you're finally getting around to watching this episode of the Luxury Travelers Podcast. You're in for a special treat today because obviously I'm not in my office, I'm not in the studio. I'm actually on the Explora II, which is Explora Journeys' newest ship. And I happen to be here with the general manager, my friend Neven Zdunic.
Zdunic, yes. That's a little bit tricky. It's Croatian. So
it's Croatian, yeah. And what's an old boy from Arkansas going to do about that? Anyway, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. And I'm very delighted to be here, honestly. And let's start.
Okay. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this, first of all. But
pleasure.
I've been teasing everybody for a long time that we were going to be on board, and I've been doing a lot of posts and things. But we're going to get it straight from the horse's mouth here today, because Neven is what's referred to here as the general manager. On a lot of ships, it's called the hotel manager, I believe, right?
Yeah. It's the same things. Well, it's just a different naming, but honestly, the role is the same, and the job actually that I'm doing is the same.
Well, this ship runs, I mean, it seems seamless to me as a guest on the ship. When I walk around, when I dine, when I go to the various venues, it seems seamless. And that's a real attribute to you and all those great people that work directly underneath you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, just to give a brief explanation, what is my role? First of all, to ensure that every guest on Explora II having a seamless experience in luxury and personalized services that we are offering. Each day, I oversee all the hotel operations, from the accommodation to the dining experience, entertainment experience, and ensuring that each single details are running in the proper way and can embrace all our standards, high standards of hospitality.
So what that means is seamless. To me, as a guest, it's seamless. It's absolutely seamless.
Absolutely. I would like to add as well that I take always an opportunity to get a feedback from the guest, because looking forward, me and my team are constantly looking to find the right way to get some innovative things, to make better service, to perform as much we can, because this is the most important things to all of us, to take care and to provide the best luxury experience at sea.
And you guys are truly, I mean, I know this isn't a very professional term, but they're killing it, folks. They're killing it here. You just have to experience it yourself. So your background, where were you before you ended up here on this beautiful new ship?
Yes, well, I start with this amazing family 30 years ago to work for them in a cruise ship. Was the first beginning. I was just graduated in economy and hotel management. So it was a kind of destination, let me say, because as well my father was at sea, working as well with a MSC company. So it was an interesting point. I must say that was not an easy decision, but in the end, make me proud and make me very happy to work in this sector of the hospitality industry. Well, when I heard about this new vision and to create a new brand, Explora, which is not just a new brand, a new product, but it's something completely new, a different vision in the luxury market. I was amazed by that. And luckily, I was invited to support the startup of the Explora I. Well, since the first beginning, I get involved in this product, in this vision that was something completely new in the market. And my dream was to come here from the contemporary. I was on that time on board Europa, a big ship, an amazing ship, which was really something special for all of us.
Well, it truly is magnificent here. I will tell you, I was very impressed when I met with your president, Chris Austin, a few months ago, and found what they did in order to design this ship, and the interviewing they did with thousands of luxury travelers and a few hundred luxury travel advisors. And you really built what the people said they wanted.
Absolutely. This was this new vision in this market, which is something amazing to create a new product in terms of hospitality, in terms of giving really a luxury segment with different accommodation, different way, the spectacular design, dining experience, which is really something amazing that we are doing here to please the palate of each single guest. And this is really something that makes me really proud of all those things, to be here and to manage this amazing ship.
Well, you guys actually talk about the ship being a hotel,
yes,
that floats.
Absolutely. Yes, this is looks like a boutique hotel, but with larger suites, with something different venue, public spaces that are really big and interesting, where we can perform different things. And actually, this is giving us an opportunity to please every single guest in a luxury way.
I think I read somewhere that this ship has the largest guest space per guest of any ship, any luxury ship on the open seas today.
Yes, this is absolutely true. So as you can see, there is always available spaces around the lounges. The open decks are amazing. We are having actually 4 big pools.
4 pools.
Which are located in different positions, 2 on the back, 1 in the middle, and another one on the top of the ship, which give really an experience of ocean state of mind, which is
I love that.
Yes,
I don't know who came up with that, but their caption or their slogan is "Ocean State of Mind," and it truly is an ocean state of mind. We've been on here for 9 or 10 days. It seems like we just got on and we've got to get off tomorrow. But it's just such a magnificent experience. And by the way, I believe that your smallest, there are no interior cabins.
No, there is no any interior cabins.
They're all
the cabins, yes, are with veranda, as you mentioned. Yes, it's no any interior cabins for the guests.
And I believe the smallest cabin is still like 350, 370 square feet.
Yeah.
So
they're not small, let me say.
Not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
They're really great. But of course, I would like to mention that, of course, those cabins are really luxury, beautiful, and can provide any kind of standards that is needed to be on board with us and to set sail in these beautiful oceans with these amazing itineraries that we are offering. So every single guest has a great opportunity to have a view of where we are going, what we are doing, and the cabins are really luxury, and the standards is fine.
It's uber luxury, folks. I mean, I've been around the travel industry as an advisor for 17 years, but far beyond that in my travels prior to that. This is pure luxury. I know that you guys have won a few awards already.
Absolutely. This is something really beautiful because as a new concept of the cruising, which is of course, make a huge interest in the market for the guest and as well for the media. So we get several awards, starting from the best cruise in the ship for the best cruise line and others that really make us proud of the product that we are delivering today.
Well, you should be proud because it is, in fact, an incredible product. Now, one thing that you guys do that I think is rather unique is you don't refer to your staff as staff. You refer to them as hosts.
Absolutely. As you can see, this was one decision that was very interesting, but in the end, very good, that we hire our staff from the luxury hotels, which is something unique because they come already with experience of offering and, of course, of different way of hospitality, meaning they're focusing on interaction, on providing the proper service in a higher standard. So, of course, we train them. We are as well very connected to one of the most important school around the world in Swiss in terms of hospitality. This school is in Lausanne, which is an important school and very traditional. So we are getting as well some trainings for them from this particular school, and we train them on board, we train them at home. So there is a huge program which embrace all these activities concerning the trainings, mainly of luxury hospitality. But of course, they are coming already with an interesting background from all these luxury hotels, which is make things happen easily. And of course, we are focusing on that. That is the most important things, that they are happy on board, they are providing the best service, and they are doing really something.
I noticed that a lot of your staff does come from hotels.
Yes.
Not other cruise lines.
No. We want that we take this decision to hire them from the hotel, luxury hotels, so their background is already good because, of course, we need just to train them to perform
to your standards,
to our standards.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
I know you guys are getting incredible scores on your guest evaluations, but what's the most raved about aspect of somebody on board? What do you hear the most praise about? Is it the food? Is it the pools? Is it?
Well, I can tell you that with this perfect design, let me say that things of the ship that the family built, and these amazing spaces around accommodation, open decks, lounges, makes me proud to work here because this is something that really guests appreciate. They like that things. And then, of course, the segment probably which is the most important is the food experience, which they can get here on our ships. This is something that is really the best that I ever seen in my career, which is quite long and big, 30 years in the cruise industry. And I can proudly say that this is something that is really exceptionally well.
Well, I was fortunate enough to join Neven and 4 other officers for dinner last night. And one of the guests at the table when she found out the guy sitting to my left was the director of food and beverage, she said, "I'm going to make you the captain. That's how good this food and service is. I want to make you the captain."
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. Now, well, the food really, we try to please every single palate with the special details, and really our cuisine is international. So really, it's something, a strong things that we want to embrace in this product.
So on the ship, you have a French restaurant.
Absolutely.
You have a steakhouse.
Absolutely. Yes.
Sushi.
Yes.
Restaurant.
Sakura, which is kind of Pan-Asian.
Yes.
Is not just sushi. You have all different dishes from this area of the world, which is very good and very tasty.
Believe it or not, we're in the middle of the Caribbean, and at the steakhouse, which is called Marble
and Co. Yeah.
and Co. Marble, as in a ribeye steak, right?
Yes.
I had one of the best ribeye steaks I've ever had.
Thank you.
On this ship in the middle of the Caribbean. I mean, the food is just over the top. And then you have
Mediat, which is Mediterranean.
Yes. So there's just so many dining choices. And then, of course, your what would traditionally be called the buffet.
Yeah.
On
Emporium.
They call it the Emporium, and it truly is an emporium. I mean, I don't know if you remember because you're from Croatia, but in the U.S. back in the 70s, there was a song by Arlo Guthrie called "You Can Get Anything You Want at Alice's Restaurant." Well, the Emporium on here is like the old Arlo Guthrie song, "You Can Get Anything You Want at the Emporium."
Yes, absolutely. I have some blind memories because 79, my father took me over the ocean, so we were living in New York. An amazing city, which I will never and ever forget because remain as a special, in my heart. And actually, going around, I remember of this beginning, let me say, of the buffet concept, and was really something special.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you followed right in your father's footsteps, and I'm sure he'd be proud to see you sitting here with all these bars on your jacket today.
Yeah, absolutely. He's 78 today, and he's very proud of me. Well, he left one messages. Said my son will continue with that. I was not so sure, honestly, to stay at sea, but after a certain time, I said, this is my destiny, and really I'm happy about that. But especially working for this great and amazing company owned by family Aponte, which has an amazing value, saying, family company, you are part of this family. This feeling is so strong that is great.
I want to go back just a second. We're talking about how much common space or how much open space there is on this ship.
Yeah.
I was picking up my latte before I came in here.
Yeah.
And I ran into a guy that I had a cigar with in the connoisseur's lounge or whatever you call it.
Yes, cigar lounge.
The first day. Now, on a ship where there's only 800 people.
Yes.
And all this space, you would think you'd run into this. I ran into him today, 8 days later, because there's just so many places to go on this ship.
Absolutely. And this is something that is very, very good because this is a real ship. It's a huge ship with a lot of spaces, so the people can enjoy everywhere really, and they can find their space inside of the ship without any problem. There is never overcrowd. So
no,
we are very proud of that.
I walk deck 12 every day. I walk the track. And the other morning, I was listening to some music, and I thought, I'm going to count the number of lounge chairs. There's over 200 lounge chairs on deck 12.
Trust me, even more all around the ship.
Yeah, I know. But just on that one deck, there's over 200.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. This is something that we want that everyone has a perfect time here with us.
Yes. By the way, you guys have, 4 more ships coming?
Absolutely, yes. 2026, we're going to be ready, Explora II, which will going to be slightly bigger, much more sustainable, run by the LNG, which today is the most sustainable and with less impact on the entire environment. This is our prime focus, to have the ships which are not having any impact on the sea environment. The family Aponte is over 300 years at sea, in a business with the ships, and they are very, very attentive to preserve all the nature.
By the way, I should have mentioned, Explora is a relatively new name to most of you, but the ownership of this cruise line is not new. As a matter of fact, you just mentioned they've been around for several hundred years. MSC, which also operates a lot of really big mega kind of ships, but they're also one of the largest container shipping organizations in the world. So this is not something new. They just floated out a few months ago. It has deep roots.
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, there is as well a foundation, as you can see, MSC Foundation here on board, to preserve the nature, to preserve the marine environment. So we are very, very focusing on to be sustainable and to take care of every single details about the nature. This is something that makes me very, very proud about how we work, how we are going ahead, and how we are study our future.
We've got just a couple minutes left here, so I thought I would, when we talked about awards earlier, but
yes,
you've got it pulled up on the screen there on your computer, the awards.
Yes.
I mean, starting with Forbes magazine and Condé Nast. And
yes, Vanity Fair. It's really something great, because the company is running for 2 years and we get all these hours. So the interest of media to focus on this new vision and trend that we are doing today, it's really something important. And having all these awards, of course, make us even more proud and much more ahead to have a view on doing the best things that we have, because we want to deliver the extremely luxury experience at sea. Our ocean state of mind, it's really, but with everything, starting from the accommodation on board, our culinary experience, which as well get an award that is really the most interesting, best dining luxury category.
yeah,
So going ahead, our itineraries that can please everyone, that is focusing on discover the new things. It's really something that we are implementing on daily basis.
well, there's a lot of opportunities to join Neven and his staff on a cruise. This ship is going to be in the Caribbean for another, 3 weeks?
Yes.
And then it goes to Europe for the summer.
Yes, with amazing crossing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. If you've never done a crossing, it's a great time to catch up on your reading.
Absolutely. No, but honestly, it's an amazing cruise. I came from with this ship from Europe to Caribbean area, which is amazing cruise.
By the way, something I found very interesting on both the ships, I've been on one and now on two, is the internet connection on here. They actually run two different bands. They run the traditional as an SAS or whatever the cruise ship, but you also have Mr. Elon Musk.
Absolutely.
What's it called? Skylink or?
Yeah. Starlink.
Starlink.
We are following all the new trends.
Yes.
And this is one of the most beautiful things, to be at sea, to be relaxed, and to get the most sophisticated internet and most faster internet at sea.
Yeah, for those of you who are like me and feel like you have to stay connected all the time, right?
Absolutely.
All right. I hope you got a little bit of a taste of of what this wonderful cruise line is all about, and what, as we've put the pictures up for you to see, what it really looks like. But there's nothing like experiencing it for yourself.
Yes, yes. There is no other word than come and taste our luxury brand, because this is really starting from the services, starting from the our suites, starting from the ship that is really something really amazing. The design is luxury, beautiful, and this is obviously from the feedback that I have from our guests, that they like so much this ship that even sometimes they prefer to stay on board instead to go out, which is...
The lady at dinner last night, she says, I'm trying to figure out how long I want to stay on board. That's something you don't hear a lot. I'll tell you, when I stepped on Explora I back in August, and the first thing I saw was a Rolex store, a Piaget store, and a Cartier store, I said, okay, this has got to be all about the luxury experience. And that was just a fraction of what we experienced. So if you have an interest, and by the way, if you come on Explora II, Neven is now your friend too. And
absolutely.
If you let me know you're coming on board, I'll tell you how to find him.
With a pleasure. Absolutely, it's a big pleasure to meet the guest. And this is a great opportunity to get the feedback from the guest, so we can, step by step, find a way to get something better and to really accommodate every single guest.
Yes.
There is no way not to do it. But of course, with the special touches and always with the luxury things.
And they always do it with a smile.
Absolutely, yes.
So, as I always say, and I know you probably get tired of hearing it, but this is a great chance to bring your children and or grandchildren along with you, because the ship will be enjoyable for all of them. But you need to understand that you definitely need to enjoy yourself, because it is later than you think.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Neven.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
My pleasure indeed.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on the Luxury Travelers Podcast. For more information, head on over to luxurytravelerspodcast.com to connect with our team or leave us a message. Until next time, safe travels and savor the extraordinary.